Sagittarius, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising sign. And even if this message has found you and you are not a Sagittarius birthday, the message is for you. It wouldn't have shown up if it wasn't. It always comes to you at just the right time, and this is where your message begins. Know your worth. Sagittarius, there's an aspect in your life, there's something in your life right now, and it doesn't have to be in your whole life, but there's a part of your life where you already know that you are not living up to your full potential. You are not being appreciated, or even maybe in some ways you're not even being given the opportunity to be everything that you're capable of. Certainly you are feeling, I think in the worst case scenarios, you're feeling disrespected or you're feeling mistreated. But in most scenarios, I think you're just feeling uninspired, maybe even bored or agitated. And this agitation comes from the fact that somewhere deep down inside, you know there's dissonance between what you're capable of and what you deserve and what you're settling for. And there's a lot of good reasons that we'll find to settle. Most of them have to do with practicalities, like, paying bills, or, not wanting to upset the status quo, or not doing something that is risky, especially if this has to do with finances right now. I think times are really difficult right now financially for a lot of people, and the employment rate, despite what the politicians are saying, employment is not where, it is not in a good spot. So I understand that in a lot of ways there could be this sentiment of, I'm just going to stick this out, or I'm going to be grateful for what I have. And I love that mindset. I think that that's a beautiful mindset. What I don't want you to do is convince yourself that you are where you should be just because you might have to wait it out. It is wonderful to be grateful for what you have and to wait something out if it isn't the right time, but it is not good to convince yourself that this is all you're capable of. And I really want you to take a second, because this card comes up, and I really want you to take a second right now and ask yourself, really, honestly, have I allowed myself to settle? Really, honestly, I already know that I have. But beyond that, what can I do about it? Because you don't have to make any change right now, except the first step toward the change that you will eventually make. So it doesn't have to happen all at once right now, tomorrow. Go in and, break up with somebody, or go in and quit my job in some big, grandiose, dramatic way. No, it doesn't have to happen that way. It probably should not happen that way. You already know that. But ultimately, admit to yourself what you already know, which is that you do deserve better, and really start to even write down the game plan for, or even not just the game plan, what you would like, what you know that you would feel fulfilled by, and really start to just believe it. Write it down on a piece of paper, fold up that piece of paper and put it away. Just let the universe, let it seep into the universe, and then eventually seep into you, so that you will start to focus on where you know you belong and where you should be, as opposed to where you are now and what you settled for. I keep saying that again and again. There's something here that you have to remember your worth for. There's something here that you're not completely satisfied with. And I want you to know that you shouldn't be completely satisfied with it. I want you to know that the universe agrees with you that this is never going to fulfill you, because it is in some ways beneath you, or not. I don't even mean to say in terms of superiority. It's not meant for you. Remember, guys, as I divide this deck, there are going to be cards that fall out good. That's just how my readings work. If you're just finding this channel, please remember to subscribe and ring that notification bell, because then you'll get notified when I go live, but only if you select all notifications. And be sure, if you're already subscribed, that you've selected all notifications, because you may not be getting notified of when I upload content or when I go live because you haven't hit all notifications. Just an FYI. And if you're looking for personal readings, I do provide those. Please go to my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, and you can book and schedule there at your convenience. Whatever day you schedule for, you'll have your reading within 24 hours of that. So there's a quick turnaround. That's the only place that you can schedule with me, FYI. No other place. On the web, on social media, it's only through my website. All right, guys. Remember, if you're sound sensitive, I do cleanse the energy for this reading with the sound bowl. So you might want to turn down your volume just a little bit. Okay, that's interesting. It's actually never happened before. That's okay. 1 second. What else? To clarify this message for Sagittarius, know your worth. Okay, so that deck is done. Let's see. This is what fell out as I was shuffling before. A rebirth is assured. Something has stopped. And so it's almost like, and this is kind of in the future. So in other words, the universe is confirming this isn't going to happen this week. Like it's almost like you're not ready right now. There's just this sense of you still need to hang out for a while, or you still need to gain perspective on the situation. There may be awareness, or else you wouldn't know your worth. In some ways, I don't think that you're in a position that, I don't think you're in a situation that supports your value. And in some ways, you could feel kind of stuck in it, but you're gaining perspective on it, okay? And that may be why you're not willing to change, is that you might know that there's some work that you have to do, or there's some tough road. There's like a tough road ahead once you make the change. And that could be what's like, oh, I don't want to deal with that right now. I don't want to deal with that yet. Now, this doesn't have to be laziness. This could be a sense of you just know that you're not ready for it, right? But I want you to stay strong with that awareness that there is still something that needs to change. And then we have love is all around you, which means that so in other words, there's definitely a reason to stay. There's definitely a happiness or a joy here. Maybe you're gaining perspective on why you are where you are right now, and why you have to kind of stick it out, because there is an energy of, I have purpose here, or there is something good about being here. Love is all around is almost like people are flattering you, but not in an insincere way. They're saying good things about you. They're complimenting you, or you feel a sense of appreciation that's coming from the situation that you're in, if you look at it a different way. So you are valued, Sagittarius, coming through loud and clear. Wherever you are, in particular, there is a sincere, there's a sincere value that is recognized outside of you. And then we have time for a deep dive and make your dreams real. Time for a deep dive and make your dreams real. Okay? Time for a deep dive and make your dreams real. You know, this is interesting. This energy feels like where you are right now is not a waste of time at all. In fact, I think it's helping you realize what you're really good at and what you're really capable of. And that might be actually changing the game for you eventually. Because I don't think you're in the wrong place. I take back what I said in the beginning. You're not in the place where you're going to end up, but you are in the place where you have to be, because this place where you are is teaching you what you're capable of and showing you that you are capable of more and that you deserve more. And maybe there's just this understanding that's coming from this circumstance right now, almost like an awareness that you wouldn't have unless you are where you are. So you're making the most out of what you have. Time for a deep dive. Something is getting more intense. It's intensifying. And then make your dreams real, intensifying your need to create something of your own, create your own space, or to build. It's almost like you are being clear. Where you are right now is clarifying exactly what you need to build, because it's clarifying what you care about, or who cares about you. Be here now, be in this present moment. You're not moving anywhere right now. The sense of seeing the beauty where you are, seeing the beauty of who you are. Okay, and then we have trust in divine detours. Trust in divine detours is Sagittarius energy. Ooh, there is a change coming. It is in the future. I understand. You have to get through this stage right now. You have to get through this because there is a detour coming. This is the road that's leading to that right or left turn. I feel like it's a right turn. I don't know why that is in my mind, but this is it. It's like you have to stay on this road to get to the place where your life is supposed to change. What is the change? Clarify. You have to be where you are right now to see that you could do things, that you were capable of more than maybe even more than you thought you could be. So, but what is this detour? What is this change that's coming? There's something that's confused, or maybe you didn't like options that were in front of you. Sorry about that, guys. Four of Cups, that's why you didn't want to make a choice right now. Seven of Swords, something was undermining your energy. The divine trust and divine detours. Somebody doesn't want to make a decision. And Seven of Swords. And then there's Seven of Cups. There is got to be a change that's coming. Because I think eventually what you're starting to see is somebody, it's almost like somebody is deciding to not make a choice and to keep things ambiguous, to undermine you, or to almost in some ways manipulate. The Seven of Swords is, sort of while your back's turned, people are taking from you. And Four of Cups is almost like, stop wasting time. I don't think you're wasting time. Oh, I understand. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm so confused. It's almost like, yes, you're finding things that are good about your current situation, but it's clarifying here that you're kind of finding things that are good about your current situation to not have to make the move or to make the decision. It's like you're cleverly convincing yourself that you're staying where you are because you're doing such good there, or because people need you so much, or there's flattery going on here to keep you stuck there, and it's going to grab you deeper in, but ultimately it's not. It's almost like leading you astray. That's what it is. It's like the clarity is that you need to make this change. But this current situation of flattery, or of, oh, you're really good at this, I really need you, only you could do it. All of that is really kind of just to keep you from making a decision, or from seeing that you have other choices. And that's really deceptive. Because you do have other choices, and you should be entertaining them, or you will have other choices. I just think that in some ways somebody doesn't want you to see it. Be careful with this energy. I'm just going to warn you, adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. It's like you don't want to feel it or see it. Take time to breathe out. It's like you don't want to feel it or see it. Let's say this. The detour, what I think looks like the detour, is a break that you're going to be getting. A break from whatever this activity is, or whatever this involvement or engaging this situation, whether it be a partnership or a job. There's a break that's coming up, a break that you're not choosing. And that's a divine detour. It's like, happy birthday, Doug Denny. God's intervening and saying, Sagittarius just needs some perspective from this. They have to gain a little distance from this. And ultimately, it's like God's going to put this break in your way to force you to gain perspective and to start taking another look at this and seeing it for what it is. And ultimately, I think that you have to trust that process. So, okay, all right. What is Sagittarius going to see then? I need an angel card. That's what I need. What is Sagittarius going to see on this break? Okay. Let yourself feel all your emotions. So you're going to actually finally confront what you've been feeling inside, instead of what you're trying to convince yourself. You're trying to make yourself happy in a situation. There could be trying to make yourself happy in a situation that doesn't deserve that much happiness. Trying to make it better than it is. Let your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings, is sending you important messages and guidance. It needs to come out. It's like almost like you need to let something out. And then we have control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. Guys, this is almost like you're accepting a situation that's beneath you so that you don't have to rise to the occasion or live up to your full potential, because on some level you are scared of it and you don't want to have to make the necessary changes. And in some ways, maybe you don't even believe you can take this the whole way. This is really pinpointing or exposing intense insecurity. But you are, it's confirmed, worth more than this. You can do better than this. You should do better than this. And there is a divine intervention break coming that you are not going to get to choose, but is absolutely chosen for you to give you some time to heal. And that's what has to happen. There needs to be healing that's done here. Let's go to the extended. The link is down below. I will see you guys there. Lots to know.